So welcome back to Third Rate Content. Today we are at the Shropshire Beekeeping Centre, just off Nobold Lane, just outside Shrewsbury, and we're going to have a look around at what's going on here, and we're also going to have a walk around the former sites of the wells that supplied Shrewsbury with drinking water up until the 1940s, I think it was, right from the 1500s. So buckle up and I'll see you out here and we'll find out all about it. With John.
John Brown.
John Brown, who is a volunteer here.
Yep.
And he's going to give us a bit of a walk around and a bit of a talk about what's happened here in the last few years, because this place was derelict up until about 2015, would it be?
Yes. Yeah.
Right then, let's go and have a look with John. Thank you, John. Beekeepers, trainee beekeepers, about to learn the art of beekeeping. Very important thing. Glyn, nice to meet you, Glyn. And you're giving a group of trainee beekeepers here today.
Well, yes, we're hoping to generate some interest.
Absolutely.
And some enthusiasm.
And some beekeepers for the future.
Well, we need beekeepers for the future because we're all getting to the stage that I'm at, which is
no age.
No age.
Oh, thank you anyway. Cheers.
Shoelace.
Ah,
Yeah,
very important for
very
beekeeping. Thank you, Glyn.
Thank you.
So we're just walking down the restored. Yeah. Is this all restored then?
Yes.
Is it, John?
The main building, every glass or every pane of glass was broken. Hole in the roof, but youngsters inside having fires.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, really. All the front was covered in graffiti, which we've had moved. But it's an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to keep on doing stuff. The roofs down there, we've had retiled. A lot of the walkways we've had done as well. We're all volunteers, and basically it's just a matter of raising money either through sale of honey or donations. And that's how we're going at the moment.
Brilliant. Do you make much money off the honey?
Depending on how much honey we get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we make enough to keep us going.
Very good. To keep you in bread and honey.
I won't say that.
Walking down to the first, what would you call this structure, John?
Well, it's just a walkway.
Right. And this is all works that were done post 2015?
This was all done, yes.
Oh yeah, very nice.
But of course it was in disrepair because nobody would be down there.
Right.
I mean, you couldn't get, well, you have to walk down the drive originally.
Right, it was...
In fact, if you look here, there's pictures of it, what it was like.
Oh yes. Wow.
That's what it looked like.
So it would just been one of those places, if you were passing it, you'd have just thought nothing of it really.
Yeah, I mean, nobody bothered. I mean, I came down here, I suppose it must be pushing 20 years ago.
Right.
And but we've got the actual gentleman that runs Focus. He's a beekeeper, he's a member here. So basically, he's helped a lot. I mean, like where you came in this morning, that was a porta cabin on the site that he was working on that was being scrapped.
I see. So it was just very
So,
useful,
yeah.
Fortuitous at that time.
Yeah.
Wonderful. This is one of the several wells that were...
There's 7 here.
7.
Yeah.
And they supplied Shrewsbury with drinking water from the 1500s?
1600s.
1600s, right into Shrewsbury. That's quite away from here.
Well, it was done with wooden pipes.
Right.
From here to Shrewsbury School, and there was a reservoir at Shrewsbury School,
Yep.
and then it was gravity fed into town from there.
I see. So so it filled up, and then they
yeah.
And was it to the you know, the very old pumps, the drinking fountains you see around Shrewsbury with the lions' heads?
Yeah, the conduits. Yes.
The conduits, yes. So that's where the water would have finally come out from these wells. Very interesting. I believe as well, you say the wooden pipes were used. Was it a pine or a certain type of wood that didn't rot when it was constantly wet?
I've no idea. Evidently there is one at the pumping station down Colon.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
So would that pumping station have been used in conjunction with this?
No, it was nothing to do.
Nothing.
It was just a pumping station for storage, that was.
I see, yeah.
But I gather that there is one of the pumps down there.
Interesting. I must go and have a look at that,
Yeah.
perhaps at some point. And that's one of the other stream heads that comes out here. Of the 7, that's quite a big one. You can almost have a dip in that one.
Yeah. We could have some carp in there.
Oh, that actual scene there though is absolutely idyllic, really, isn't it?
Yeah. The water was fed from here, not Shrewsbury School.
I see. So that was it, the last stage before it left
yeah.
this site. Wonderful.
I've never heard of the place before.
Yeah, it's a commonly used phrase when coming into encountering this place. Yeah, it's just one of those places. It's completely off the sort of it was off my radar anyway, but now it's not.
Yeah, well, I mean, I talk to people. So, where is it?
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to find it this morning, to be honest.
That's a pool we've actually dug.
Ah.
We came in, do just for basically wildlife, frogs and toads.
Yeah, but they love it. But what it's saying is that this area is full of water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a feculent, I think the word is. Maybe. Have to check that one. Tell us in the comments if I'm wrong. So here is another of the wells. Well covered over now, but full. You can see the water in there. It's partially covered. Another well with that lovely, with the building just in the background. And this, all the wells have got lots of water in them, which is great to see. And this is, John, this is the where the
water ran out from. Yeah.
So this is the last stage before it was shipped off to Shrewsbury via the wooden pipes. Lovely woodwork up there.
The 1600s, I would think, by the
look of it, yeah, and the timber work. Brilliant. Pause it if you want an extended read.
There was so many trees that wanted cutting down.
Yeah, that they had to go basically.
Yeah.
But it's an asset to Shrewsbury, this is.
I won't take you up there.
Okay.
We'll go around the others because there's about 15 beehives up there.
Okay, no, we'll avoid that without the without the safety gear. There are photos to be found floating around online of this site prior to being taken over by the Beekeepers Association in its state of disrepair.
There was a pump in the main building, a gas powered pump. They pumped the water up to the top where the entrance is.
Right.
But that was later.
That was more Edwardian, would you say?
No, I think probably 1920s or 30s, I think.
Yeah.
But
So that was almost like the building here we're going to look at in a minute was actually like the successor to the building that we just looked at, the
Yes, yeah.
the Elizabethan. Just lurking through the foliage there. Yeah, just behind me is one of the actual water conduits or water fountains that were fed by the conduit head. Yeah, I mean, I had a bit of trouble finding any, but I thought they were all over Shrewsbury Town Centre. But yes, this is the one on Town Walls. Got the little trough there, I imagine for dogs and animals. And it's a Victorian cast iron water fountain. We're not going to see them all. We're not going to visit them all on today's video. It's just to give you that example. Now, back to Nobold Lane. Imagine a site with 7 springs coming to a head like this would have been of extreme significance to our ancestors. Got you into beekeeping, John?
Well, I kept bees 50 odd years ago, and then my wife became allergic, so I gave up.
Ah.
So I said, when I get tired of it, I'll start beekeeping again.
Right, yeah. So it was a passion.
No,
No.
but it's just interesting.
Yeah. Interesting and really good for the environment as well.
Yeah.
Because we need bees to survive, don't we? As the human race.
Yeah. I'm looking inside the main building. It's always discovered with graffiti.
Yeah, I think there is some pictures around, online of what it was like prior to 2015, which was a sorry state. There was graffiti all over here, and now it's been completely restored. Hello. Beekeeping suits. Won't be donning those today. I'm not trained, and it's nice that there's now a classroom for trainee beekeepers. It is the correct terminology for.
Well, that's the easiest way.
Right.
If you say various other things, oh, what's that? They don't realize. So just say beekeeper.
Yeah. Thank you, John. Oh, wow. So this is where the
Where we extract the honey from.
brilliant. There's the results. So the honey that you put on your toast and bread. This is
All we do is put the frames in there.
the frames.
Yeah. There we go. I'll show you some frames after.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the select section of the pipes from the conduit head to the quarry lodges in Shrewsbury. So that shows you the different elevations, and you see it's got a large hill to come down there before it starts coming up again into the quarry park.
Some educational classes for beekeepers, and which I think we had about 23 new or supposedly new beekeepers this last year. Yeah.
Oh, I'd say that's a very good yield of beekeepers.
Well, how many actually continue to be beekeepers? I don't know.
But they've got the skills, the requisite skills required to continue if they wish.
we had the ITV weatherman down.
Des. Is it Della? Yeah, I know you. Yeah, he's really good actually. Yeah, he's a nice chap, I think. Is he just like he is on the TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. But he had a bee suit on, but he wasn't very keen when we were up on two bees.
Was he? I don't know if I'd be too keen once the bees started, getting over me. Oh wow.
What we do, that's ordinary foundation.
Okay.
Right. And then what the bees do is pull it out like that.
And here's a bee just come to help us. And they fill all these.
They'll fill all those with honey.
Right. So the bees actually make the honey in the hive. They get the pollen, and then they make the honey and put it in.
Well, it's not pollen. It's the liquid that comes from the flowers.
Yep.
That's why when it gets very warm, the bees don't do much.
Right.
Because there's nothing in the flowers. Because the flowers dry up, so there's nothing for them to get.
All right, so high summer is not a great bee time.
No. Now, this is where the queen will lay eggs in there.
Okay.
And then about 17 days after, new bees will emerge. You've got, in a hive, you've got a queen, drones, and worker bees. Now the worker bees are female basically, but they haven't been inseminated.
Right.
If you're short of a queen, normally the workers will make a queen cell and feed the queen so that she will go out, and when she comes out, in a couple of days later, she will fly out with the male drones and probably mix with other male drones up in the sky somewhere, and they'll have sex with them basically.
I say, yeah. And that will be...
Yeah, and then she'll come back, if you're lucky, back into the hive, and within probably 5 or 6 days, she'll start laying between 2,000 and 3,000 eggs a day.
Wow. Hard work for the queen. It's not easy being the queen.
Yeah, and I mean the queen will go on normally like that for, 2, 3, 4, perhaps 5 years.
It's quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously the drones and workers, they're replaced each year. They don't winter.
Yeah, I mean, worker bees, probably 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then they'll be dead.
Okay, so very much a shorter lifespan.
And then the drones, they'll be in there until about October, and then they'll just be kicked out.
Right, they're done with.
They don't want to live.
You've served your purpose, guys. Off you go.
Yeah.
Such is life. Yeah, but it's lovely to see all these workings of the beehive.
Yeah.
And we've even got a few of the guys kindly hovering around.
Yeah.
Would they be drones or workers?
They'll be workers.
Yeah. So do drones come out of the hive?
They do, but not very often.
Right. So it's predominantly the workers that you see going about the place. Fascinating. So thank you to John Brown here at the Shropshire Beekeepers Association for giving us a really in-depth tour around and showed us some really interesting insights into the wells here and the Beekeeping Society that has done a fantastic job in basically putting this place back on the map, and it's now open to visit for anybody. So if you thought it looks enjoyable, come on down and have a visit. Monday to Saturday, yes, opening times. And so thanks for watching to the end. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and please think about commenting. I do love a good comment, and reply where applicable. So it's goodbye from me and goodbye to John. Goodbye, John, and I'll see you soon. Third Rate Content signing out. Thank you.
Right.